Hey everyone, and welcome to the first ever Kerrang Heavy Trivia Quiz Night, brought to you in association with our good friends at notfest.com and Iowa No. 9 Whiskey. I'm Sam Coare, editor of Kerrang.
And I'm digital editor Luke Morton, and we'll be your host tonight, putting your knowledge of rock and metal to the ultimate test with the help of a few famous friends along the way. Our quiz is going to be divided into 5 rounds of 9 questions, with each round having an overarching theme. Between rounds 3 and 4, we'll also have a short pitch round and interlude to allow you to grab yourselves a drink, have a quick breather, whatever it is you need to do. All you need to do to play along is have a pen and somewhere to scribble down your answers. We've created a special answer sheet below so you can download.
Remember, tonight is all about having some fun, really, and bringing together the rock and metal community during these unprecedented times. So sit back with your family or get your friends together on Zoom and play along with people all over the world right now. There aren't any prizes on offer, so there really is no point in cheating. Although if you are watching this live and not through a playback on our YouTube channel, the good people at Iowa No. 9 have given us some bottles of Slipknot Whiskey to give away. So do share photos of yourself taking part tonight using your social media and the hashtag Kerrang Heavy Trivia. We'll pick a couple of winners to send some bottles to. Terms and conditions can be found on kerrang.com right now.
So, if you're sitting comfortably and are ready to go, let's get started with our first round, which is going to feature 9 questions all about album opening tracks. Sam, what makes the perfect album opener?
I've been thinking about this because I knew you were going to ask this. I mean, for me, the perfect album opener should really encapsulate the spirit of the record that's to follow.
Sure.
Whether that is like a real kind of balls out, foot to the floor hit like Battery from Metallica or Welcome to the Jungle from Guns N' Roses, which will obviously come as no surprise to you that I've already started talking about Guns N' Roses.
Here we go.
Or whether it's just, you know, something a bit more arty and a bit slower and just something that really kind of captures the spirit of the record that's to follow. Yeah. Luke, what do you reckon is the best album opener of all time?
You mentioned what came to mind first, which was Battery by Metallica, but I think also Black Sabbath by Black Sabbath on Black Sabbath is just like the quintessential heavy metal opening track, and it's just sets you up for what the record is, and it's just still really creepy. It's amazing.
Absolutely, couldn't agree more. Anyway, enough of us bantering on like this. Let's get down to business and Kerrang's Heavy Trivia. Round 1. Your first question of this round. Which of these Iron Maiden songs is not the opening track on any one of their albums? 4 options for you. Is it A, Wrathchild, B, Where Eagles Dare, C, Moonchild, or D, Tailgunner? That question again for you one more time to kick off the Kerrang Heavy Trivia Quiz Night. Which of these following songs is not an album opener on any of Iron Maiden's records? 4 options for you. Is it A, Wrathchild, B, Where Eagles Dare, C, Moonchild, or D, Tailgunner? Scribble your answer down on your piece of paper now.
Question 2 coming up now. Metallica's Master of Puppets opens with the song Battery, but from what does it take its name? Is it A, a drink, B, a street, C, a nickname, or D, a fight? That question again, Metallica's Master of Puppets opens with the song Battery. From what does it take its name? Is it A, a drink, B, a street, C, a nickname, or D, a fight?
I think the best thing about that question is that it could be any of those answers.
I'd drink a battery. Well, I wouldn't drink a battery.
And really, I'm just giving myself a pat on the back because I wrote that question.
Yes.
But hey, anyway.
Your hard work. Well done.
So yeah, you can blame me if that was too easy or too difficult. Anyway, question 3 on album openers, round 1. Which song, which also shares its name with a horror movie, opens Tool's Lateralis album? Is it A, The Ring, B, The Grudge, C, The Others, or D, The Conjuring? That question again, when I will inevitably mispronounce Lateralis again. Which song, which also shares its name with a horror movie, opens Tool's Lateralis album? Is it A, The Ring, B, The Grudge, C, The Others, or D, The Conjuring?
Spooky. For question 4 in this round, we're delighted to welcome Mr. Winston McCall of Parkway Drive, who has this brain teaser for you.
Hey guys, what's up? This is Winston from Parkway Drive. Thanks for taking part in Kerrang's heavy trivia quiz night. Hope you guys are having fun. My question is, what is the opening track on our newest album, Reverence? Hope it's not too hard. Enjoy yourselves. Have a good night. We'll see you guys soon. Peace.
Thanks to Winston for that question. To recap, which song opened Parkway Drive's most recent album, Reverence? Was it A, Wishing Wells, B, Pray, C, The Void, or D, Cemetery Bloom? Which is right there.
Question 5 now takes us to one of the greatest metal albums of all time, and I'm not exaggerating with that. Which song opens Slayer's Reign in Blood? Is it A, Angel of Death, B, Raining Blood, C, Piece by Piece, or D, Post Mortem? That question again. Slayer, Reign in Blood, track 1, side 1. Is it A, Angel of Death, B, Raining Blood, C, Piece by Piece, or D, Post Mortem?
Question 6 now, and you can probably tell which of us wrote the questions to this round.
I make no apologies.
Which of these facts about the jungle isn't claimed by Guns N' Roses in Welcome to the Jungle? Is it A, you're gonna die, B, you can have anything you want, C, you're never gonna escape, or D, you learn to live like an animal? That question again, which of these facts about the jungle isn't claimed by Guns N' Roses in Welcome to the Jungle? Is it A, you're gonna die, B, you can have anything you want, C, you're never gonna escape, or D, you learn to live like an animal? Honestly.
It's good to put in a stupid question every now and again.
It is, yeah. It had to be a Guns N' Roses question
Not everything
pretty early on.
And there had to be a GNR question, so I make no apologies. For question 7 now, we move from the Sunset Strip to Down Under. What word links the opening songs on AC/DC's TNT album, their Power Age album, and their Black Ice album? Is it A, hell, B, drink, C, rock and roll, or D, thunder? That question one more time for you. What word links the opening songs on AC/DC's TNT, Power Age, and Black Ice albums? Is it A, hell, B, drink, C, rock and roll, or D, thunder?
It could be any of them.
I think probably all of them at some point have opened an AC/DC record.
For question 8, we once again throw over to one of our rockstar friends. Take it away, Lizzie Hale.
Hey everybody, Lizzie Hale from Halestorm here, and I hope y'all are having a blast playing along with Kerrang's heavy trivia quiz night. Yeah, so much fun. I hope the questions aren't too hard, but also not too easy. So in the spirit of things, I have a question for you. You ready? What bird is referenced in the opening track of our latest album, Vicious? All right, good luck, have fun, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks, Lizzie. That question one more time. What bird is referenced in the title to the opening track of Halestorm's Vicious album? Is it A, a crow, B, a raven, C, an eagle, or D, a vulture?
I was advised by our producer for me to do a bird signal at this point.
Yeah. Which bird were you imitating?
The correct answer.
Oh yes,
it's a little clue for everyone.
Yeah, if you know your wingspans, that's the answer.
Your final question in the opening round of Kerrang's Heavy Trivia. And I've really drawn the short straw here, and I'd like to apologise in advance to anyone that can actually speak Portuguese, for I am about to butcher your beautiful language. Question 9, Deftones' White Pony opens with the song Feiticeira. What does that mean in Portuguese? Does it mean A, killer, B, horse, C, witch, or D, victim? One more time for my awful pronunciation. Feiticeira opens Deftones' White Pony record. What does it mean in Portuguese? Is it A, killer, B, horse, C, witch, or D, victim?
It's good pronunciation.
Thanks. I have no idea if it's correct, but that little, when you go on Google and you're saying like, tell me how to say this, that little kind of that little robotic voice, that's how it tells me.
That's how it says it. So blame Google if that's wrong. There were some tricky questions in that first round, not going to lie, so keep thinking on the ones you're not sure of, but we'll move swiftly on to round 2, which revisits the past 12 months in rock and metal.
Obviously, 2020 has been a complete horror show of a car crash, of a disaster thus far, but that doesn't mean that we haven't had some amazing music to enjoy along the very bumpy ride. And this round is going to revisit some of the big hitters from the tail end of 2019 through to right now where we are in the first half of 2020. We're going to kick off the round by looking back to February of this year and Ozzy Osbourne's newest album. Question 1 then, which of these people did not appear either as a guest or a session musician on Ozzy Osbourne's Ordinary Man album? Is it A, Elton John, B, Post Malone, C, Slash, or D, Chad Smith? That question one more time for you. Which of the following people did not appear in some capacity on Ozzy Osbourne's Ordinary Man album released this February? Is it A, Elton John, B, Post Malone, C, Slash, or D, Chad Smith?
Sticking in February, but shifting from a legend of metal to legends of punk now. Question 2. The album sleeve to Green Day's Father of All album was censored by a drawing of what? Was it A, a monkey, B, a unicorn, C, Billy Joe Armstrong's face, or D, a grenade? Question 2 again. The album sleeve to Green Day's Father of All album was censored by a drawing of what? Was it a monkey, a unicorn, Billy Joe Armstrong's face, or a grenade?
Green Day fans will obviously be screaming at the moment that all of those things have appeared on Green Day sleeves, but it's which one is censoring the naughty word.
The naughty word.
In the Father of All title. Question 3 takes us to one of my favourite albums of 2020 so far. You can see it here, hiding behind the Ozzy Osbourne bat. And this question comes courtesy of the frontman of that band. This is Jamie Morgan of Code Orange.
Hey guys, what's up? Jamie from Code Orange here. Thanks to Kerrang for having us for Not Fest Trivia Night. Here's our question. What animal is prominent in the world of our record Underneath? Think about it. All right, cool.
Thanks to Jamie for that question. We will give it to you one more time now if you weren't paying attention. What animal features prominently in the world of Code Orange latest album Underneath? Is it A, a rabbit, B, a snake, C, a cat, or D, a rat?
Some pretty metal animals.
All incredibly metal animals. Do you know that Black Metal Cat's Twitter account?
I am aware of the Black Metal Cats.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Stop this quiz and follow that immediately.
Don't stop this quiz. Watch the entire quiz and then look at the Twitter account. From the US to the UK now for question number 4. Loathe are one of the 2020's hottest bands off the back of a second album titled I Let It In and what? Is it A, It Took Everything, B, Now I Am Nothing, C, The World Went Cold, or D, My Mind Turned Black? All so horrible. That question again. The title of Loathe's second album is I Let It In and what? It Took Everything, Now I Am Nothing, The World Went Cold, or My Mind Turned Black. Fucking.
There are three really good album titles in there that haven't been used yet. That, if anyone uses them, we would like some kind of royalty compensation.
Yes, I don't know if you can copyright an album title, but there they are.
Question 5, and another question that finds me having to speak a language that I do not know.
You wrote this question, it's all on you.
I was really hoping that at least one of these would fall on you in the alternating question format. Anyway, Kvelertak released their 4th album, Splid, in February. Where do the band come from? A, Sweden, B, Norway, C, Denmark, or D, the Netherlands? That question again. Splid is the 4th album by the band Kvelertak and was released this past February. But where do the band hail from? Is it A, Sweden, B, Norway, C, Denmark, or D, the Netherlands?
Question 6 for you now. According to the title of the Amity Affliction's latest album, Everyone Loves You When What? A, After Your Death, B, When You're 6 Feet Under, C, Once You Leave Them, or D, If You Hate Them? That question again. According to the title of the Amity Affliction's latest album, Everyone Loves You When What? A, after your death, B, when you're 6 feet under, C, once you leave them, or D, if you hate them. Some of those aren't as good as the load ones.
Some of those are absolutely appalling. So if you're looking for album titles, please do not use any of those other options because they are rubbish. We move on to question 7 of round 2. And once again, we're going to welcome in one of our good friends here at Kerrang, Mr. Will Gould of Creeper. Take it away.
Hello everybody, it's Will from Creeper. I hope you're all enjoying the Kerrang Heavy Trivia Quiz Night when none of you were cheating too much. I have a question for you. What is the name of the female protagonist for our upcoming album Sex, Death and the Infinite Void, out July 31st? And also, the name of the title of one of our new singles. That's the question. Good luck with the quiz. I hope we're all reunited soon. And don't be cheating. Goodbye.
Thanks to Will for that question. We'll give it to you one more time now. What is the name of the lead female character in Creeper's upcoming Sex, Death and the Infinite Void, which was beautifully modelled by Will in that video? As a clue, it's also the title of one of the singles taken from that album. Is it A, Annabelle, B, Veronica, C, Suzanne, or D, Eleanor? As a little red herring, one of those names isn't the correct answer, but has also been used by Creeper in a previous record.
Question 8, and last year this band put on one of the best live performances we've ever had in the K-Pit, and it really annoys me that I wasn't there. It was in New York.
You can watch it on YouTube.
But you can watch it on YouTube right now.
Great.
Look at the plug, look at that, the professional. But yes, question 8. What 2 colours comprise the title of Baroness's most recent record? Was it A, silver and gold, B, gold and grey, C, black and white, or D, yellow and green? That question again, what 2 colours comprise the title of Baroness's most recent record? Was it A, silver and gold, B, gold and grey, C, black and white, or D, yellow and green? Another red herring in there.
There is another red herring
it's clever.
buried within that.
Very clever.
Also, one of the options in there was what they were going to call the record, I believe, before they changed it to something else.
Well.
Another little clue for you if you know your Baroness
Little tidbit
history.
for super fans.
We move on to the last question of this semi-ridiculous round. And we go over to another of the alumni of our K-Pit Live series. Knock Loose released their acclaimed second album, A Different Shade of Blue, which absolutely bangs. That came out last summer. From what US state does the band originate? Is it A, Kentucky, B, Louisiana, C, Kansas, or D, Oklahoma? That question one more time for you. Knocked Loose and their brilliant second record, A Different Shade of Blue, which came out last summer. From where do the band originate? Is it A, Kentucky, B, Louisiana, C, Kansas, or D, Oklahoma?
I think Absolutely Bangs was just the Kerrang review, wasn't it?
I think that was the commission to the writer, is can you stretch out Absolutely Bangs to 300 words review, please?
Little peek behind the curtain.
That was the final question for round 2, which looked back on the past 12 months in rock and metal. Luke, as we sort of said at the top, it's really easy to forget that there's been some amazing music that's come out this year, because otherwise it has been such a dumpster fire of 6 months so far. What's been your favourite record of 2020?
The one that instantly springs to mind is the Code Orange record. We've had that on in the office a lot when we were allowed in the office. We had that on a lot. To be fair, the Pigs Be Pigs record as well, the Lamb of God album as well. There's been heavy music's been really good this year.
It has been great, and it's a real shame that we haven't been able to see some of those
You're not allowed
bands
to
tour
watch
that.
any of it. Yeah.
But all it means is that 2021, when touring comes back, man alive.
Gonna mosh my legs off.
Right, some great bands to check out there if you haven't already, and some great records too. But that's for another time, because we're marching on ever more to round 3 of Kerrang's Heavy Trivia Quiz Night. And we're going to throw it back to the very beginning of bands' careers with 9 questions, all centred around debut albums.
kick things off with question 1. Complete the title of My Chemical Romance's debut album. I brought you my bullets, you brought me your what? Is it A, guns, B, rage, C, hate, or D, love? That question again. Complete the title of My Chemical Romance's debut album. I brought you my bullets, you brought me your what? Is it A, guns, B, rage, C, hate, or D, love?
Question 2, and Luke, I know that you love this record, so I apologise that I'm the one that's been divvied up to ask this question.
Fine.
The words "Are you ready?" open which band's debut album? Is it A, Korn, B, Limp Bizkit, C, Stained, or D, Disturbed? That question one more time for you. The words "Are you ready?" famously open which band's debut album? Is it A, Korn, B, Limp Bizkit, C, Stained, or D, Disturbed?
Amazing impression.
It's almost like David Drake.
It's like he's here. Question 3 takes us back to 2003. Matt Heafy was only 17 years old when he recorded Trivium's debut album, which is mind-boggling and hurts me that he was 17 when he wrote that album. But what was it called? Is it A, End of Everything, B, Ember to Inferno, C, Pillars of Serpents, or D, Throes of Perdition? That question again, what is the title of Trivium's debut album? Is it A, End of Everything, B, Ember to Inferno, C, Pillars of Serpents, or D, Throes of Perdition? 17.
I dread to think what I was doing at 17, rather than writing the debut record for my multi-million selling metal band, but that's more my poor life decisions than anyone else's. But hey, it's brought us here to this moment, right here, right now. So onwards we go to question 4. Bring Me to Life was the lead single, obviously, from Evanescence's debut album, Fallen. What superhero film soundtrack did it also appear on? I had no idea that this was a thing until I was researching.
No, I didn't know either, but...
We'll give you 4 options anyway. A, Hulk, B, Batman Begins, C, Hellboy, or D, Daredevil? That question one more time for you. Bring Me to Life was the lead single from Evanescence's debut, Fallen. What superhero film soundtrack did it also appear on? Is it A, Hulk, B, Batman Begins, C, Hellboy, or D, Daredevil? Interestingly, reportedly, it was the inclusion of the song on that soundtrack and the success of it that made it become the first choice of the single from that record, because it wasn't to be originally.
Do you know what was originally?
I do, but I've forgotten.
Cool. More great chat from Kerrang. A bit of spot the odd one out for question 5 now. We'd like you to tell us which of these bands' debut albums was not self-titled. It's a good question, this.
Yeah,
I didn't know this.
Thank you.
Which of these bands' debut albums was not self-titled? A, Queens of the Stone Age, B, Killswitch Engage, C, System of a Down, or D, At the Drive-In? That question again, which of these bands' debut albums was not self-titled? Was it A, Queens of the Stone Age, B, Killswitch Engage, C, System of a Down, or D, At the Drive-In?
You'd be surprised at how many bands' debut albums are self-titled, because when I was going through this and I was trying to find a band whose debut album was not self-titled, but also not really obviously not self-titled, like Linkin Park or whatever.
That's what I literally was thinking.
Everyone I kept typing in, it kept coming up that their debut album was self-titled.
Lazy.
Question 6, and we're going to throw over to another of our famous friends now. It is over to Mr. Jacoby Shaddix.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Jacoby from Papa Roach, and welcome to Kerrang's Heavy Trivia Quiz Night. And so my first question for you, and my only question for you, comes off of our major label debut album, Infest. So you guys have to fill in the blank. So here goes. Between what and insects? Ooh, good luck.
Thank you to Jacoby for setting that question for us. To recap, we would like you to complete the title of this song that is taken from Papa Roach's major label debut, Infest. Between what and insects? Is it A, angels, B, demons, C, martyrs, or D, devils?
Question 7, and this is absolutely legendary, so hopefully you won't struggle with it. If you do, then turn this quiz off. You're not allowed to watch it anymore. What is this that stands before me are the ominous words that open which band's debut album? Is it A, Judas Priest, B, Motorhead, C, Megadeth, or D, Black Sabbath? That question again, what is this that stands before me are the ominous words that open which band's debut album? Was it Judas Priest, Motorhead, Megadeth, or Black Sabbath?
I don't want to offend anyone that is watching this because we're very grateful and welcome to playing along, but if you don't know the answer to this, there's maybe not that much hope left in the world.
Just maybe rock music's not for you.
Your penultimate question for this brain teaser of a round about debut albums. On the title of their debut album, Bring Me the Horizon told you to count your what? Is it A, Blessings, B, Lucky Stars, C, Curses, or D, Days? That question one more time for you. On the title of their debut album, Bring Me the Horizon told you to count your what? Is it A, Blessings, B, Lucky Stars, C, Curses, or D, Days?
We close out this round with a question set by Lamb of God's Mark Morton now. Mark, what have you got for us?
Hey everyone, Mark Morton from Lamb of God here. I hope you're enjoying Kerrang's heavy trivia quiz night. My question for you is, under what previous band name did the members of Lamb of God release our first album? Good luck, and I hope to see you all soon.
Thanks to Mark for setting that question. Let's hear it one more time. Under what previous name did Lamb of God release their debut album? Was it A, Halo of Locusts, B, Burn the Priest, C, New American Gospel, or D, A Life Once Lost?
We are going to take a couple of minutes break now, so you can grab a drink, you can go to the bathroom, you can revisit any questions that you might need to think about some more, and you can check your answers on Wikipedia if you are a terrible cheat and an awful human being. In the meantime, we will also leave you with the picture round, which we're going to put on screen in just a second. You are going to see 5 images taken from famous rock and metal videos, and you will get 1 point if you can correctly identify each band in the video, and 1 point if you can correctly identify each song in the video. These videos have collectively been viewed over 500 million times on YouTube, so really this should be child's play for everyone, I think. While we take this pause, we'd also like to raise a glass to our good friends at Iowa No. 9 Whiskey who have made tonight's event possible. Check out slipknotwhiskey.com to make sure you get your hands on a bottle, or simply you can take to your social media now and share a photo of you taking part in tonight's event using the hashtag #KerrangHeavyTrivia, and we will pick a couple of winners to send bottles to directly. Terms and conditions for that competition can be found on kerrang.com right now. In the meantime, we'll leave you with the picture round. I'll say cheers. We'll see you in a couple of minutes.
Welcome back to Kerrang Heavy Trivia Quiz Night. Hopefully you got a good look at the pitch round just then, because that's it. You're not getting a look at it anymore. But now it's time to settle back down and re-engage your brains as we throw it back to the 1990s, a decade that brought us grunge, nu metal, some of the biggest albums ever, and some headline-stealing shocks too.
And you, I think.
No, 80s.
Mad.
Yes.
Mad. You've lived a hard life by the looks of it. Question 1 kicks us off with one such newsworthy moment. We would like you to tell us which bands Dead to the World tour caused controversy all across the United States in 1996 and 1997. You have the following shock rockers to choose from. Is it A, Rob Zombie, B, Nine Inch Nails, C, Alice Cooper, or D, Marilyn Manson? 4 hell-raising acts right there. We will have that question one more time for you. Which of those bands, Dead to the World tour, caused controversy all over the United States in 1996 and 1997? These shows were picketed, they had all sorts of negative media coverage, all the ridiculous hype that goes with rock bands in the 90s. Your options are A, Rob Zombie, B, Nine Inch Nails, C, Alice Cooper, or D, Marilyn Manson.
Question 2 now, and we're staying in the world of headline news. Pantera reached the #1 spot in the US Billboard charts with which of their 90s albums? Was it A, Cowboys from Hell, B, Vulgar Display of Power, C, Far Beyond Driven, or D, The Great Southern Trainkill? Question again. Pantera reached the #1 spot on the US Billboard charts with which of their 90s records? Was it A, Cowboys from Hell, B, Vulgar Display of Power, C, Far Beyond Driven, or D, The Great Southern Trainkill?
Question 3, and we needed a little help from another of our famous friends for this one, so we called up the wonderful Caleb Shomo of Beartooth to lay this question out for you now.
What's going on, gang? Caleb from Beartooth here, and this is Kerrang's Heavy Trivia Quiz Night. And my question to you is, which 90s double album epic was divided into 2 records, one titled Dawn to Dusk and the other titled Twilight to Starlight? Think about it. I know it's a bit of a toughie. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good time. And I hope we can see each other again soon and do some more rocking. Good luck.
Thanks, Caleb, for that. One more time for those of you that weren't paying enough attention. Which 90s double album epic was divided into 2 records? One of them titled Dawn to Dusk, one of them titled Twilight to Starlight. Is it A, Use Your Illusion by GNR, B, Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness by the Smashing Pumpkins, C, Nine Inch Nails' The Fragile, or D, Metallica's Garage Inc.?
Odd one out time for question 4, and we would like you to tell us which of these classics of the nu metal genre was the only one to be released in the 90s. Was it A, Hybrid Theory by Linkin Park, B, The Sickness by Disturbed, C, Significant Other by Limp Bizkit, or D, Infest by Papa Roach? That question again. Which of these classics of nu metal was the only one to be released in the 90s? Was it A, Hybrid Theory by Linkin Park, B, The Sickness by
There he goes.
Disturbed, C, A Significant Other by Limp Bizkit, or D, Infest by Papa Roach? Yours was better than mine. I sort of bottled it halfway.
I find this question really interesting because everyone kind of thinks of nu metal as a 90s thing, yet those are arguably 4 of the biggest records of that genre, and 3 of them came out in the 2000s.
Yeah, it's very true.
I don't know what there's not some great overarching point to that. I just find it interesting. Anyway, from the end of the decade to the very beginning now, and another odd one out question for you. 1991 saw the release of these 4 classic albums. 3 of them, and this is crazy, came out on the same day. Which is the odd one out that didn't? A, Metallica's Black Album, B, Red Hot Chili Peppers' Blood, Sugar, Sex, Magic, C, Nirvana's Nevermind, or D, Soundgarden's Bad Motor Finger? That question one more time. 1991 saw these 4 classic records released. 3 of them came out on the exact same day as each other. One of them didn't. We would like you to tell us which is the one that didn't. Is that A, Metallica's Black Album, B, the Red Hot Chili Peppers' Blood, Sugar, Sex, Magic. C, Nevermind by a small band called Nirvana that I'm not sure will ever take off, really. Or Soundgarden's Bad Motorfinger is your option D.
Those 4 albums between them have sold in the region of 75 million copies, and it's another high-flying album we'd like you to identify for question 6 of our 90s round. Which 1994 punk album became the then best-selling album of all time to be released on an independent record label? Was it A, And Out Come the Wolves by Rancid, B, Smash by The Offspring, C, Dookie by Green Day, or D, Punk in Drublic by NoFX? That question again, which 1994 punk album became the then best-selling album of all time to be released on an independent record label? Was it A, And Out Come the Wolves by Rancid, B, Smash by The Offspring, C, Dookie by Green Day, or D, Punk in Drublic by NoFX?
Do you know what independent record stole this album's crown?
I do not.
I can't remember which of her records, but Adele. This record stood. This record stood until Adele released either 18 or 21 and took their crown. Not a particularly punk rock successor to this title, but there you go. Little bonus fact for you.
Yeah. That's what we're here for.
Question 7 revisits a 90s staple, the MTV Unplugged sessions. Infamous live sessions and some amazing records that came off the back end of them. But which of these following bands did not record an MTV Unplugged session at any point during the 90s? Your 4 options are A, Kiss, B, Hole, C, Faith No More, or D, the Stone Temple Pilots. That question one more time for you. The MTV Unplugged sessions were a household staple of the 1990s, but which of these following bands did not ever record such a session at any point during the decade? Is it A, Kiss, B, Hole, C, Faith No More, or D, the Stone Temple Pilots?
Question 8, and we're going pop punk. According to Blink-182's 1999 hit What's My Age Again, nobody likes you when you're how old? Is it A, 18, B, 21, C, 23, or D, 25? That question again. According to Blink-182's 1999 hit What's My Age Again, nobody likes you when you're how old? Was it A, 18, B, 21, C, 23, or D, 25?
Or E, all of the above.
Yeah, just nobody likes you, full stop.
Okay, we have saved an absolute brain melter for the final question of this round.
I hate this question so much.
I wish you didn't have to figure it out. I wish you luck with it. How many times are the words "Give It Away" sung in the Red Hot Chili Peppers song "Give It Away"? Is it A, 45 Give It Aways, B, 68 Give It Aways, C, 92 Give It Aways, or D, 135 Give It Aways? I counted all of these myself with my fair hand. That question again, how many times are the words "Give It Away" sung in the Red Hot Chili Peppers song "Give It Away"? Is it A, 45, B, 68, C, 92, or D, a frankly absurd 135?
If you get it right,
Can you do an Anthony Kiedis rap impression of "Give It Away"?
No.
Good, neither can I.
We've saved a very special round for last. We couldn't, after all, finish an evening hosted by Iowa No. 9 Whiskey without setting you a Slipknot-specific challenge right now.
Yes, we are rounding off tonight with 9 questions all about the 9. Luke, you are a massive Slipknot fan.
Yes.
And when I wrote this quiz, I sent it to you as a test to see how difficult or how easy it was.
Correct.
And you scored a miserable 7 out of 9. What do you have to say for yourself?
I think I actually got 8 out of 9, but I was so excited about being sent a Slipknot quiz, I put the wrong answer for the first question, and it's annoyed me, and I kept emailing you, but it didn't matter. You took 7, even though it should be 8. I apologise to all Slipknot members that are watching. Anyway, should we crack on?
Let's. I think it's best we gloss over your failure.
Well, question 1. This is one I definitely did get right. What word is repeated multiple times during Iowa opener 515? Is it A, death, B, kill, C, blood, or D, pain? That question again. What word is repeated multiple times during Iowa opener 515? Is it A, death, B, kill, C, blood, or D, pain?
For the record, this question, Luke sent me his answer, which was wrong, and then frantically tried to contact me many a time saying, no, I meant this one, but he got it wrong, so I hope you've done better than he has.
I hate you so much.
Your second question of this Slipknot specific round, and if our picture round earlier tested your knowledge of music videos, then this one's about to do exactly the same. The video for Slipknot's Spit It Out pays homage to horror movie The Shining. Various band members obviously playing various characters from the film. But which Slipknot member played the part of the tricycle riding child Danny Torrance? Was it A, Corey, B, Clown, C, Joey, D, Sid? That question one more time for you. The video for Slipknot Spit It Out pays homage to the Shining movie. Which Slipknot member played the part of the tricycle riding child Danny Torrance, who comes and meets the scary girls in the hallway and gives us all nightmares? Is it A, Corey, B, Clown, C, Joey, or D, Sid?
Question 3 now. Slipknot have won 7 Kerrang awards during their career, which is mad. But for this question, we'd like you to tell us, for which song did Slipknot win a Best Metal Performance Grammy? Was it A, Left Behind, B, My Plague, C, Duality, or D, Before I Forget? That question again, for which song did Slipknot win a Best Metal Performance Grammy Award? Was it A, Left Behind, B, My Plague, C, Duality, or D, Before I Forget?
The Grammy is obviously in their downstairs toilet while the Kerrang Awards are.
Yeah, it holds open the doors to their Kerrang Awards room.
I mean, I say their downstairs toilet as if all of Slipknot live together, but that's
like the Brady Bunch.
Ultimately what I like to imagine. Question 4 is a particularly tricky one, I think, and I wrote it, so I'm what matters. According to Setlist FM, 2 tracks are tied for the song that Slipknot have played the most live in their entire history. I'll give you one of them, that's Surfacing. I would like you to tell me what the other most played Slipknot live song is. Is it A, Sick, B, Duality, C, People Equal Shit, or D, Spit It Out? That question one more time for you. According to Setlist FM, 2 Slipknot songs have been performed live more than any other. They are tied in first place, and if there's one consolation to take from this entire world situation right now, it's that it means that there are no live shows, so this question won't be out of date by the time you're watching it. Anyway, Surfacing is one of those songs. I'd like you to tell me what the other one of those songs that are most played live by Slipknot are. A option is Sick, B option is Duality, C option is People Equal Shit, or D option is Spit It Out.
Short and not so sweet, this one. What is the shortest song Slipknot have released? Is it A, No Life, B, Get This, C, Eeyore, or D, Wait and Bleed? That question again, what is the shortest song Slipknot have released? Is it A, No Life, B, Get This, C, Eeyore, or D, Wait and Bleed?
Shortest proper song, obviously.
Yeah, not like an
interludes and intros and stuff.
Yeah,
which
something that's actually got a chorus.
One for the old school maggots out there right now. Question 6 in your Slipknot special. Why do I get the short straw on every question?
Yeah,
Slipknot's famous barcode logo contains the numbers 742617000027. Try saying that after you've had a drink. Where did that sequence of numbers come from? Is it A, Clown's old telephone number, B, the barcode on the band's first ever release, C, the barcode on a case of beer that the band had lying around in the studio, or D, absolutely nothing and Mick simply made it up? That question one more time for you. Slipknot's famous barcode logo contains the following sequence of numbers 742617000027. Where does that come from? Is it A, Clown's old telephone number, B, the barcode on the band's first release, C, the barcode on a case of beer that was kicking around in the studio, or D, absolutely nothing and it was simply made up by Mick?
We're turning our attention to the All Hope Is Gone album now for question number 7. It's an album that gave us some massive songs, but what we'd like to know is which of these songs was not released as a single from All Hope Is Gone? Is it A, Sulphur, B, Dead Memories, C, Snuff, or D, Vendetta? That question again, which of these songs was not released as a single from All Hope Is Gone? Is it A, Sulphur, B, Dead Memories, C, Snuff, or D, Vendetta?
I love that record.
It's
I know it's not a lot of people's favourites in the Slipknot arsenal, but I think it's amazing.
The opening track's great, and they never play it live. So if you are watching Slipknot, please play Gematria live at some point.
From All Hope Is Gone to We Are Not Your Kind now, and the penultimate question of not only this Slipknot round, but our entire heavy trivia quiz. So listen up. Solway Firth is the closing track on We Are Not Your Kind, and it's also a real place, which is located in what country? Is it A, England, B, Wales, C, Scotland, or D, Northern Ireland? That question one more time for you. Solway Firth is the closing track on We Are Not Your Kind, and it is also the name of a place in real life. What country is that place located in? Is it A, England, B, Wales, C, Scotland, or D, Northern Ireland?
And here it is, the moment we've been building to. Your final Kerrang heavy trivia question is here. Question number 9 is a straightforward one. Where was the Disaster Pieces live DVD filmed? Was it A, Madison Square Garden in New York? Was it B, at Download Festival? Was it C, at Docklands Arena in London? Or was it D, at the Staples Center in Los Angeles? That question again, your final question. Where was Slipknot's live Disaster Pieces DVD filmed? Was it A, Madison Square Garden, B, Download Festival, C, Docklands Arena London, or D, Staples Center Los Angeles?
And just like that, unbelievably, we're done on the first ever Kerrang heavy trivia quiz
We're
night.
done.
Luke, we know how pitifully you did on the Slipknot round.
This is slander.
How do you think you'd have got on in the rest of that quiz?
Some of it, I think I've done all right. A lot of the new metal questions that I've got spot on. The Give It Away song, I would have, or Give It Away question, I'd have had no idea. How about you?
I wrote it, so I'd have done absolutely perfectly. So we'll leave this by saying
100% for you.
I'm a genius. Anyway, what we would actually like to end by saying is a big thank you to all of you for taking part wherever you are in the world right now with Kerrang's Heavy Trivia Quiz Night for the very first time. We'd like to say an enormous thank you again to Iowa number 9 for making all of this evening possible, and to notfest.com for partnering with us. You can get all of the answers to tonight's fun by heading to kerrang.com right now. And don't forget to share your photos and your answer cards on social media using the hashtag KerrangHeavyTrivia to be in with a chance of winning some bottles of Iowa number 9 whiskey. Terms and conditions apply and can be found on kerrang.com alongside those answers right now. That is it from me for now.
And it's goodbye from me too. We'll be back very soon with another Kerrang Heavy Trivia Quiz. We'll see you soon.
Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.